What is up, everybody? I wanted to come to you guys tonight with my Smackdown live review. So I'm just going to run through the card. I'm just going to run through the matches real quick. I'm not going to talk about everything on the show. I'm just going to run through the card and talk about the matches, and that's going to be about it. I'm not going to talk about the whole show. So I'm just going to run over the matches and what happened. To start off the show, we had Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship. This was a really decent to okay match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura for the Intercontinental Championship to start off SmackDown Live. This match was alright. It was decent for what it was. It was an alright match. It was pretty decent for what it was. It was an alright, decent match. It was really nothing to really write home about in this match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura tonight to start off SmackDown Live for the Intercontinental Championship. This was really nothing to write home about. It was a decent to okay match. It was decent for what it was. It was all right. It was a pretty decent match. I would say it was decent. It was nothing to it didn't really wow me. It wasn't nothing to write home about, but it was all right. I thought it was decent for what it was. It was pretty fun to watch. I mean, I like Jeff Hardy, but I don't really care. I don't really care about Shinsuke Nakamura, to be honest. They buried him a long time ago, so I don't really. I'm not. I mean, WWE already buried him, so it is what it is with that. This was a decent match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura tonight to start off the show on SmackDown Live for the Intercontinental Championship. This was a decent to okay match. It wasn't nothing all that great. It was decent to be a one-on-one match for exactly what it was. It was for the Intercontinental Championship with Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke Nakamura was challenging Jeff Hardy for the Intercontinental Championship tonight on SmackDown Live. This match was decent. I mean, it wasn't that great. It wasn't nothing to really get excited about. It was all right for what it was. It was decent. It was an all right match. It was just decent for. It was a decent for a one-on-one match, and Jeff Hardy ends up retaining his Intercontinental Championship over Shinsuke Nakamura tonight to start off SmackDown Live in a pretty decent to okay match to start off the show. This match was decent. It was all right. It didn't really do nothing to make it didn't really make me jump out of my seat, and I wouldn't go back and rewatch this match again. I wouldn't go back and rewatch this match again because it really didn't do anything. It was decent for what it was. It was all right. It was just decent. And then we had Kalisto versus Cesaro. Do not care. Cesaro ends up destroying Kalisto. I don't care. I just don't. I mean, Cesaro ends up destroying one half of the Lucha Losers. I just do not care. And then we had Heavy Machinery and Big E versus Miz and Morrison and Sheamus in this 8-man tag team match. I don't care. I don't care about this 8-man tag team match. It was nothing special. It was it. I mean, it. This was just to kill time. This was just time filler to the end of the show. This was just time filler. I didn't care about it. It was what it was. And Heavy Machinery and Big E pick up the win over Sheamus and Miz and Morrison tonight in an 8-man tag team match. I just don't care. This match meant nothing to me. This was just a time filler match. This match was just to kill time toward the end of the show. This match really didn't do anything for me. I'm sorry. I mean, this 8-man tag team match didn't do a damn thing for me. It was just complete time filler. this was a waste of time. I mean, this was an 8-man tag team match just to kill time is all this was. And Heavy Machinery and Big E pick up the win over Sheamus and Morrison and The Miz tonight in a 8-man tag team match. This match was just to kill time. I didn't really care for it. It didn't do anything for me. This match was to kill time. And then we had Shorty G versus Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle picks up the win over Shorty G. So there you go. Shorty G is nothing but a jobber to the stars. We all know this. Matt Riddle ends up picking up the win over Shorty G in just a, you know, this match it did nothing for me. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, you have Matt Riddle, you know, beating jobbers. I don't care. I mean, Shorty G is a jobber. That's what he is. He's a complete and utter jobber. And you have Matt Riddle facing a jobber. Matt Riddle destroys Shorty G tonight on Smackdown Live. Shorty G is a jobber. I just don't care. I don't care at all. I mean, other than that, this show did nothing for me. Like I said, this show was a 0 out of 10 for me. WWE is building toward their pay-per-view on for this Sunday at Payback. So that's what WWE is building toward. They're building toward their pay-per-view this Sunday at Payback. Other than that, this show was a 0 out of 10 for me. This show did nothing for me. There was no interesting matches. I mean, we had Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I don't really care. I don't care about it. I really don't. I'm sorry. I just don't care about Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura at this point. I don't care because we knew Shinsuke Nakamura wasn't going to beat Jeff Hardy. We all knew this, so. And then we had Kalisto versus Cesaro, one half of the Lucha Losers versus Cesaro. Cesaro beats one half of the Lucha Losers in Kalisto. Don't care. And then we had an 8-man tag team match with Big E and Heavy Machinery versus Miz and Morrison and Sheamus. This was just a time filler match to kill time. This 8-man tag team match really wasn't all that important. It was just to kill time. And we had Matt Riddle versus Shorty G. Matt Riddle beats Shorty G. So there you go. Overall, this show gets a 0 out of 10. None of these matches did anything for me. These matches were just I don't care about any of these matches, man. This show gets a 0 out of 10 from me. SmackDown Live gets a 0 out of 10. WWE is building toward their pay-per-view called Payback this Sunday night on the WWE Network. So if you guys like this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. It helps my YouTube channel in the YouTube algorithm. And make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell for all notifications here on the channel. That way you guys won't miss an upload or a live stream here on my channel. And I want to say thank you guys to everybody that continues to subscribe to the channel and that continues to comment on my videos, that continues to watch my videos and share out my videos. Thank you guys so much for all your love and support. I really do appreciate it. So guys, thank you so much for your continuing overwhelming love and support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you guys so much for that. And guys, overall SmackDown Live was a 0 out of 10 for me. This show was a 0 out of 10. WWE is building toward WWE Payback this Sunday night on the WWE Network. Overall, this show had nothing special. The only thing I'm wondering is why did they team up? Why are they pairing Paul Heyman with Roman Reigns? I don't really get it. I don't understand why they're pairing Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman at this point. I don't understand that unless Roman Reigns is going to be a Paul Heyman guy, unless he's turning heel. I guess Roman Reigns is going to be a heel, I guess, now that he's with Paul Heyman. I guess Roman's turning heel or something. I guess Roman Reigns is a heel now that he's paired up with Paul Heyman. I guess Roman Reigns is a heel. That's the only thing I could think of. The reason why that Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns are now a pair, a duo. I guess Roman Reigns is a heel now. Now that he's associated with Paul Heyman. I think that's the only thing I can think of is that Roman Reigns is turning heel now that he's associated with Paul Heyman. And now Roman Reigns is a Paul Heyman guy. Which I guess that's what they're going for. They're teaming Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. And I guess this means Roman Reigns is going to turn heel and be a heel. And Roman Reigns is going to be a heel now that he's associated with Paul Heyman. So I think that's what's happening. I think we're getting a heel Roman Reigns. This needed to happen. This really needed to happen for Roman. I'm tired of babyface Roman. I mean, I want to see Roman as a heel. I think Roman Reigns will do better as a heel. I think that'll be great for him and the overall character for Roman. I think Roman will come off better as a heel. I think it'll do better for his character as well. So I think Roman Reigns is going to be a heel now that he is associated with Paul Heyman. I think Roman Reigns is going to be a heel. And then we had looks like we're having the breakup of Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. It looks like we're getting the split between those two. So I'm looking forward to the split between Alexa and Nikki Cross. I'm really looking forward to the split between them two. I want to see where the storyline goes between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. I want to see where that storyline goes. It looks like we're getting the split of those two. So I want to see where that storyline goes between Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross now that they're kind of splitting apart. I want to see where the story goes with them. It looks like Alexa Bliss is turning heel. It looks like we're going to have Alexa Bliss as a heel and Roman as a heel. So it looks like we're going to have it looks like Alexa Bliss is going to turn heel on Nikki Cross. It looks like. So it looks like we're getting the split between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. It looks like we're getting the split between those two. And it looks like we're getting a heel Roman Reigns now that he is associated with Paul Heyman. I think this will do good for Roman and his character overall now that Roman is a heel. Now that he is associated with Paul Heyman. I want to see where this storyline goes between Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman. Now that Roman Reigns is a Paul Heyman guy, which I never saw it coming. I want to see where the storyline goes with this now. I'm kind of interested into seeing where this storyline goes between Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns now that Roman Reigns is a Paul Heyman guy as a heel. I want to see where the storyline goes between these two. So overall, I'm kind of interested in the Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman storyline, and I'm interested in the Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross split. I'm interested in that. Those are the only two things that are going on SmackDown Live right now. Those are the only two storylines that are pretty good right now on SmackDown Live. Other than that, SmackDown Live was garbage like it always is. SmackDown Live gets a 0 out of 10 from me. So if you guys enjoyed this SmackDown Live review, hit that thumbs up. And guys, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And turn on that bell for all notifications. That way you guys won't miss an upload or live stream here on the channel. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And remember, guys, you guys have a great weekend. Stay safe and just be good, guys. And until then, thank you guys for watching this SmackDown Live review. So thank you guys for watching the SmackDown Live review tonight. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys back here on Sunday for WWE Payback. I will see you guys then. So you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys back here Sunday night for the WWE Payback review. And until then, you guys have a blessed night. I'm out. I love you guys. Peace.